Hi, I'm Dawn from the Boonshoft Museum of Discovery in Dayton, Ohio. I'm here in our Science Theater powered by the Dayton Power and Light Foundation. Today we're going to be talking about excellent science, specifically looking at the science of physics, which is basically things in motion all around us every day. Now, why do I like using eggs for science? Well, they're really easy to come by. You probably already have some in your refrigerator at home, or you know somebody who has them already. Second, you can do all sorts of different science topics using eggs. And third, you have something left over that you can eat if you didn't use them for the science. Today we're going to be talking about air pressure. Here I have a hot plate with a glass flask, and I've covered the opening with a balloon. What do you see inside of the flask? Some of you may have said nothing. Others may have said air. Air is correct. Gases like air are typically not able to be seen, so it looks like there's nothing inside of the flask. But gas, like everything around us, is made of matter, tiny particles called atoms. Depending on how much energy these atoms have, we interact with them as different states of matter: solids, liquids, and gases. Let's add some heat or energy to the gas inside of the flask and see what happens. As our gas is heating up, what do you notice? The balloon is expanding. The gas in the container is spreading out a lot more. What do you think would happen if I trapped all that gas in the container with nowhere to go? Today's demonstration is a classic, getting an egg hard-boiled inside of a bottle. You only need a few things: your egg. If you don't have that, you can use a balloon filled with water, a glass container. Be sure that the opening is wide enough that eventually an egg will fit in, but it doesn't fall in straight away, and some hot water. Since I am using hot water, I'm also going to use an oven mitt just to make sure my hands are protected. Also, because this water is hot and we're using glass, please be sure to ask an adult to help. It's always good to have an extra set of hands. So this next part, pretty easy. Be sure that you just fill a little bit of water in your bottle, just covering the bottom. And then you're gently going to set your egg on the opening of your bottle and wait. Boop. Wow, so what happened exactly? Let's think back to earlier in our video when we had that glass flask that I heated the air inside, but I covered the opening with the balloon. Remember, as that air started to heat up, it expanded and started to fill our balloon up. Similar thing going on inside of this glass bottle. That warm water started to expand the air inside of the glass container. Our egg, you might have noticed, jumping around a little bit as that air started to escape. However, once the air inside of the bottle started to cool down again, the air on the outside began pressing down because the pressure inside of the glass jar became less. So the higher the pressure on the outside, the more force was pressing down on that egg until eventually the egg was pushed inside of the bottle, and air could then move freely back and forth. So air prefers to move from areas of high pressure to areas of low pressure. And when that happens, we have forces created, and in this case, it was a push on our egg to get it inside of the bottle. So remember, air pushes, it does not suck. It goes from areas of high pressure to areas of low pressure. So now you may be thinking, how am I going to get the egg out of the bottle without making a big mess? Well, I'll show you how to do that. And it's relatively simple. All I have to do is make an area of higher pressure inside of the bottle so that it pushes the egg back out to the area of lower pressure. I'm going to warn you, this isn't necessarily going to be pretty. Okay, so I've removed all of the water from the jar, wiped it off a little bit. Here's the tricky part. I need to add enough air into the container to create that high pressure environment on the inside to push the egg back out. I'm going to use my lungs to do that. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Try it again. And there it is. So now we have a better understanding of how air pressure works. Air likes to move from areas of high pressure to low pressure. When that happens, we have forces, just like the one we saw push our egg into the bottle. So, next time you're outside, think about the wind. Wind actually forms when we have areas of high pressure moving to areas of low pressure. So physics really does impact you every single day. If you liked today's video, be sure that you like our page and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thank you.